Hi, I'm Erin,
And I'm Jay.
and you're listening to episode 68 of the Salty Mother Clutchers podcast. So here we are, the month of love, LUV. In the spirit of love, dating, and motorcycles, we thought that we had come up with this brilliant idea this morning about creating a motorcycle dating app.
Yes.
And then I was like, wait, let me look this up. And yeah, no, that's not our idea. That's an idea that has probably been developed since dating apps were developed. Actually, I can't even say apps because what I did find, which I don't even remember now what it was called.
Like biker heaven? No.
I'm like biker social, no, whatever. Biker something.
Started with a P, didn't it?
I have no idea. But then I accidentally made a dating account on what I guess I did. I made a dating account on one site. And then when it got me to like verify my email, I was on another site and was like redoing it. So I think I have two dating profiles out there. I made myself slightly younger.
Slightly.
I found someone on there that I actually know. So
yeah,
who is not a rider. Like I'm like, I don't know this person super well, but like, I'm pretty sure she does not ride motorcycles. So that would mean to me that she's on the dating app looking for women who ride motorcycles.
Okay. Lots to unpack here.
Yeah.
So
I mean, the first thing I said was like, even the motorcycle dating apps have fucking posers.
yes.
Like number one, even on the dating app, it's full of fucking posers.
Yeah. So like she's there posed with like chaps and like riding gear, Harley gear, like come get me boys, like looking for a rider.
Well, we were in the women looking for women section.
Right, but then Alan showed up.
Yeah, and then I got an email saying Alan saw my profile. And it's like, hey, I gotta like immediately.
You're in the wrong aisle.
I gotta shut down this account like as soon as we're finished here because I don't want to be getting email notifications that all these people are looking at my profile. And I don't want. We're in a tiny town in a tiny province on a tiny island in the sea, and I bet you $5 that already people are like. There's rumors spreading that like I'm on the dating market again.
For sure.
We broke up.
Yeah, the dating pool here locally is so small that like you exhaust the dating app swipes pretty quickly. So you're probably, if you find out there's a meetmotorcycleriders.com, you're like, fuck, I don't care. Like, let's just do it. Maybe there's one person that's not on Tinder that's on there.
There was like, there was kind of, I was looking as if, I posted as if I was in Charlottetown and I kind of was surprised at like how many names and like names, ages and stuff that were there. And there was like, 3 out of the 10 it showed me had a profile pic. And I cannot confirm that the 3 of them even seemed like they were real humans.
Yeah. Well,
so I feel like it was Spamsville, but.
Yeah. Like when one of the profiles is like, hi, I'm a local motorcycle rider in your area. And it's like, okay.
Exactly sure. In your age category. Exactly. And exactly 3 kilometers from you. And I'm like, no, you know how I know that's not real? Because I can't find you on a motorcycle. Like if I wasn't dating you and I was trying to like connect with other riders, like you don't exist. Yeah. You're not there. You're not like, real.
If you're on a dating app, motorcycle dating app here locally, we've probably waved before.
Yeah.
Like we would probably recognize your helmet and be like, "Oh, it's Pink Helmet Chick."
Yeah.
Like, "Oh, we know her."
Yeah, pretty much.
That's just the way it is. That's the way it is on any dating app here. Like you see, like I went through Bumble with you and you were like, avoid that person, that's an ex-client. Avoid that person, that is a client. Like avoid this person. I like they're in roller derby. Like
Right.
these people, we know them. They're not strangers.
Yeah.
They are our neighbors.
Like I've never used a dating app, even like the For Friends apps. So I don't even know. Like I don't know, right? Like so yeah, you showed me your account and I was like, yeah, I legit actually know these people. This didn't feel like that. This felt like fake.
Yeah, very fake. But I guess we got to talking about this because of well, Valentine's. Somehow we landed here.
Yeah.
But of how many people like are in the dating world
Yeah.
and going through all these swipity swipes, and like how many are making motorcycling an important feature?
Right.
And then we got into like, if you could select and sort by like you make and
Right.
model, submodel, FLH2HQ.
Yeah, and I think that people fuck, motorbike people are fucking idiots. But anyway, I think that
Like I'd never date a street bob.
yeah, it's like I'm pretty sure that if possible, this is where this dating app is wrong. It didn't even ask me what I ride. So if you're gonna connect with other like bikers, it actually matters. Like I remember there being a time where I'd be like, I can't ride next to a sport bike. Like we can't be friends. Why? I don't know. Because I'm not interested in sport bikes, so therefore that person's not allowed to ride with me and be my friend. Like no, but like people
But you're
are.
probably not gonna fuck them.
But I know people that are dating and they only want to date other riders and they only want to date riders on Harley Davidsons.
Or at least their own bikes.
Yeah, I think that people would, if they could, in their motorcycle dating app, they would be like, I would select, first of all, you can't be on a girl's sporty. Definitely can't be on an 883. No,
undateable.
Undateable.
And like, if you're like a cis dude on a Sportster too, like undateable, completely undateable.
Yeah. You're basically just putting it out to the world that you're either like gay or you're trans.
Yeah.
You just didn't tell anyone yet.
Yeah. It's fine. It's a way. it's just signaling to the rest of the world. That's fine.
Yeah. So, okay, let's talk about that for 1 second because as we were discussing what we were going to talk about on here today, I was like, without naming names, I was like, this person, this person, this person. This is how their dating thing went. People that were like in relationships and out of relationships, and like, everyone that I listed off was, let's say, in a marriage, basically, and divorced, and they could have been riding before or after. It doesn't matter, but they were married and divorced, and all of them now have like partners or no partner at all. But the partners all ride. And like, it's like a must.
Like we're of a certain age, a certain generation, where the people that we know that are in, the same part of their journey of life.
You mean the death part of the journey?
the death end of life. Where we've already fallen for motorcycles. We've fallen in and out of love, but like motorcycles stay the consistent. And like when you're looking for a new partner and you realize that like there has to be a motorcycle element there.
Right.
So like you have to find someone, or you find someone who rides, or you find someone, and because motorcycling is such a big part of your life, they either have to adapt to you or jog on.
Yeah,
that's what it comes down to.
They have to either embrace getting on the back of your motorcycle or getting their own motorcycle. And probably like the less likely thing is that like they just let motorcycling be your thing. Oh, that's just your thing. My thing is knitting and you're out motorcycling.
Yeah. And I think that's just a terrible relationship because you're never going to be together. Motorcycling is such a huge part of our lives.
Yeah.
And like those that we know that really love biking, it's a huge part. So to have your partner not be involved in that at all because they have zero interest, that's like you're only a partner like 20% of your time. Like, that's stupid.
I just immediately was like, there was a time that I spent all of my time in roller derby and you were not involved at all. And I saw you 5% of the week.
Yeah.
And
it was terrible.
And I guess like the thing with roller derby is, even though I did it for years and years and years, there would have to be an end date for it, because like at some point your body just can't sport like that anymore. Like, yeah, I could have like volunteered at games or something, but like all that time that you have to put into like competing, training, being on a board of directors, blah, 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 like that would all eventually have to end.
Yeah.
Motorbiking doesn't really have the same expiration date, right?
No.
I mean, yeah, technically like your back can be kaput and then like you stop riding.
Yeah.
But like hopefully the timeline is like it's kind of at the far end of your life.
Yeah.
Like it's way at the end.
Like even once your knees give out and everything else, like there's still trikes, there are still ways to like keep moving forward with this.
Yep.
So until you're really like down 6 feet under, like there's not, and
you can take your bike with you.
You can take your bike, as we've proved on the funeral episode. Like, so really, like the end isn't not necessarily the end.
Okay, so let's say you're newly dateable. You're
Theoretically,
not only are you a sweet, pure virgin, but you're highly dateable.
Yeah. Can you filter by virgins on dating apps?
No one would believe you.
Yeah, they'd be like, I'm only searching for virgins.
I don't think it would be safe to put it on there, because you would never stop getting ding, 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 ding emails. So, you're highly virginal and highly dateable.
Okay.
Okay. You're a biker chick. You're a lady biker.
Yeah.
That may or may not have been my username on the dating
Lady
app.
biker.
Yeah, lady.
So if you're on
Lady Biker 85,
you look up Lady Biker 85.
Biker 85. Okay, so let's say hypothetically you get to like filter some things. So you get to like, you can put in like your make and model. You can put in like some actual bike interests, right? And you can filter like you're not looking for like dating someone who's riding a dual sport. It's too embarrassing.
No.
So what kinds of filters would you put in there to find the one?
Oh, I mean, there's going to be no Harley riders unless you're like a pre-2002, 2003 Harley rider.
So it has to be vintage Harley.
I guess that's vintage now.
Vintage
so yes.
Harley.
Yes, so that vintage Harley and basically vintage everything. If it's a new bike, it's got to be like, it's got to be a Bonnie or something. Like I would accept a Bonnie. I would date a Bonnie.
What about if like this like cute orange-haired chick showed up on like a Royal Enfield?
Yeah, dateable.
Okay.
Dateable for sure. Okay. Besides that, it's like going to be, old bikes, but like it can't be like, like a 1970s XS 650 or something, like one of these really sought after, like one of the 70s Honda CBs, like the really like hipster sought after bikes.
Yep.
No, too many red flags. I'm not buying it. But if you're riding like a 1981 Yamaha Maxim 600 or 650,
you're down?
I'm down with that, because know something. That person is in the know. They don't give a fuck.
You look at someone on a Maxim and you're like, you're creaming. You're like, I can feel my virginity slipping.
Yeah, black and blue Yamaha Maxim 700. DM me.
DM me. DP me.
Yeah, I got one new fresh virginity up for grabs.
I think that's all fair. I like it.
Yeah, I mean that would be my, and like anything that was like, I don't know, I ride a 2016 FL like whatever the fucking Harley numbers are, like no, absolutely not.
So anyway,
if your windshield is like taller than you are, like and your bike is
hey,
okay, if your windshield is taller than you are and you can't see through it because it's a fairing, and your bike is also wider than your what's this called?
Wingspan?
Your wingspan. What's it actually called?
Wingspan.
Okay,
you're
wingspan.
A bird.
Okay, I'm a bird. So if the bike is like wider than your wingspan, like no, undateable.
I was thinking it'd be really cool if we created the biker dating app as two people that haven't been on the dating scene in approximately 20
years. Just a completely like out of touch motorcycle dating app.
yeah, we should create the app ourselves. And like I say, like everyone can just join for free. I haven't figured out yet how we're gonna get paid. Harley's gonna run ads on there. We'll get the money that way. Everyone
countering all of the buttons that we put on there.
Everyone should get on there for free. I'm not gonna sell you a premium account. Everyone gets to go on there for free. But the catch is that we get to choose the matches.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Easy.
I think that we could be matchmakers.
Motorcycle
Who could be a better
matchmakers.
matchmaker than a pair of people that found each other 20 years ago? We know how this works.
Well, I mean, all bikers kind of look the same, so it's easy to match them up by look because you're just like, these two about the same height, we're about the same size, perfect match. This person only rides this person only rides in sidecars, and this one here has a Ural. Perfect match.
Perfect match.
Like bam, done.
Like this person's wearing a spacesuit, and this person's got a DR650. Perfect match.
Perfect match.
Bam.
Yeah. I think easy. It's so clear, like
it's so
obvious.
Yeah.
And like if you spend any amount of time like at a bike rally or something like that, and you see like the groups of people and how they stick together, it's like it's obvious. So like you meet someone on the road at the gas station, you pull up and you can encode that like pretty quickly, decode that, and be like, they're wearing this. Okay, I know exactly that type of person.
Yeah.
And I know who you want to fuck.
And you also know by looking at someone who's slightly open-minded or who's hiding something.
Yeah.
And you're just like, now this you would expect to not work, but deep down, I know it will. Like so it's like you take those like two dudes with the vests and the chains that like to try to hold the vest closed, but they won't close. And they've got like big hairy chests. Yeah. And it's like, you're not gonna believe me at first, but perfect match.
Perfect match. Yeah.
Perfect match.
And like, there's going to be some folks like, wearing like the leather jackets that are like colored.
Oh,
like white and blue leather.
Like the 8-ball one?
I don't know.
The 8-ball bomber? I
have no idea what you're talking about.
Someone out there is laughing, I hope.
Okay, great. But yes, exactly that I don't know about.
Okay.
So someone's wearing that, and I forget where I was going with this now.
Colored leather.
But they're wearing, I don't know. Never mind.
Sorry about the 8-ball bomber.
Yeah, I have no idea what that is.
Sometimes like,
I can't match the 8-ball bomber. Like there is no match for that person.
It's
unmatchable.
That person's an incel.
Yeah.
We sometimes we like have this shit happen where we learn that we're exactly like 3.5 years age difference. So when the 8-ball bomber was like super huge in the timeline of life, you were just slightly probably too young to notice.
Oh, I thought you were talking about something new.
No.
Isn't the 8-ball, isn't that a victory? Victory 8-ball?
Victory
so I was like,
8-ball,
did it come with a fucking jacket too? Like I have no idea what you're talking about.
That's fair. That's clever of you to even gone that way.
See, I know some things.
You're like, what's that dad bike that the Brappy boy got? Oh wait, he wanted to not be a dad biker anymore, so he got the Victory 8-ball something.
And it came with a free bomber jacket.
And it came with like a red, white, and black 8-ball bomber jacket.
Okay. Well, what I was going to say, this may or may not apply to Brappy boy. I'm not sure. Okay, just these people, whoever's wearing that bomber jacket that you're picturing in your head, or whoever's picturing this bomber jacket, and they're riding either a Victory 8-ball or a sport bike or whatever, and they may not seem like a perfect match for this other person, but it's like if the timing's right, the environment is correct, and they're just saucy enough, like they let it slide. It's like you don't think it's going to be a match, but I'm like, just you wait, just see how this plays out. I bet this person, after a couple of drinks, this sport bike person,
after a couple,
this Victory person.
It's like you gotta have the warm up time.
Yeah.
It's not just going to be love at first sight.
Mm-hmm.
This is like one of those relationships that's going to take the time to like build the trust and build the heart eyes.
Yeah.
But those are the ones that stand the test of time.
Mm-hmm.
Truly.
Yeah. It's like what I'm thinking. It's like, one of those, like, I'm not gay, bro, but I'll suck your dick.
Yeah.
Like, that's the jacket. That's the jacket.
You know what fucking sucks?
What fucking sucks?
People that complain about the cost of the motorcycle safety course.
Yeah? It's not very expensive.
People that complain about anything to do with the motorcycle safety course, actually, period.
Mm-hmm.
But people that complain about the cost of it. I'm talking about, this is the price tag of safety. The other thing is, like 400 years ago, when we were babies and we wanted to ride motorcycles, we were living in a province that it was mandatory to have the motorcycle safety course within 2 years of having a learner's permit or something.
So you had to take it anyway at some point.
You had to take it. So if before you could even decide that you want to get your learners or like get your motorcycle driver's license, you have to understand that you have to spend, and at the time we paid almost $600.
Maybe, yeah.
Like it was like $500 in tax or something like. Anyways, $500 or $600. Like 15 years ago, it still costs the same fucking price. And it was like, here's the thing, bitch. If you don't think you can come up with $500 in 2 years, then don't bother getting your learners. Like, don't even bother. And if you don't think that motorcycle safety, your own personal safety, learning how to use a motorcycle, being able to like manipulate and like ride a motorcycle is important, you fucking suck.
I think the safety considerations alone, it's like it's 100% worth the money. Whether you have the money or not, it's worth the money. And if you don't have the money, you don't have a motorcycle. You don't get to ride a motorcycle. Because if you buy a motorcycle, chances are, even if you buy a used one, like the cost of the course is going to be like paying the fucking book value taxes on a bike.
Yes.
Like, and the amount that you're going to save in like insurance cost and shit like that, like it's fine. You can't say that like you're not going to invest in the safety course because it's too expensive, and then go buy like a $300 helmet and like $150 pair of gloves and no.
Yeah.
Like that's safety gear too.
Yeah.
But before you do that, buy like a cheap ass helmet, buy cheap ass gloves. Don't buy the, $40, $50 Harley sweater and like matching hoodie and tank top. Like,
do the fucking course. And honestly, like everyone who I have heard complain about it, it's like all over the spectrum. It's people that are like, well, I only spent like $1,500 on my bike. Why would I spend like $500 on a safety course? Or I already spent $15,000 on my bike. I'm not spending $500 more on a safety course. Buddy will teach me. My friend will teach me. I'll figure it out on my own. And it's like,
dumb.
You're a fucking moron.
Like if you're spending like $20,000 on a bike, you're basically buying a $500 insurance policy, which is a very good deal for life insurance.
It sure is.
It's a very good deal.
Look, we know that the motorcycle safety course is not going to save your life when some fucking texter is driving straight into you. Like, for sure. But like, you cannot argue with me that you don't get enough from the course. Like, that it's not worth that. Like, even just to like spend $500 for a weekend of ripping around fun little bikes, dropping them, there's no consequence.
Yeah.
Like, just fucking having an experience ripping around on the course for a weekend. Like,
Super fun.
That's worth $500.
It is.
Like 100% worth it.
Yeah.
And we are broke people. And we're just like, it's a no fucking brainer.
Yeah. Like I would go do it again.
So
like, no problem.
Here's a proposition for someone out there who's like, it's too fucking expensive. Fuck that. And you're trying to think of like, well, like how are some ways that you can make it be more attainable? Go complain to the people running the course. Get them to fucking hand out some discount codes for, I don't know, if you fucking share their thing on social media. Contact your local Harley dealer and say, hey, you should give away a ticket to the safety course this spring. And then contact every dealer. Just fucking make it happen.
In like most provinces, isn't it the same across the board if you're getting a license for a car? Don't you have to take a driver's education course? Isn't that mandatory in most provinces now?
That I'm not sure. I mean, the other reason that people have a shit attitude about the safety course here on Prince Edward Island is because it's not mandatory here.
Yeah.
Whereas we learned to ride next door and it was mandatory.
Yeah.
I don't know what the other neighboring places are, but anyway.
Well, New Brunswick is fucking wild, wild west. So
yeah, probably
they don't have rules.
if they don't have safety inspections, they're probably not going to make you take a safety course.
Yeah.
Like I don't expect that.
Their
but
roads are the safety course.
honestly, if I think about graduated licensing, I had to take back when I was 16, I had to take like a weekend safety course. I didn't have to do like Young Drivers of Canada, like big expensive course, but we did have to take a safety course. Same thing. It was like within the time frame of having your learner's permit.
Yeah.
And yeah, before you could move on. I'm sure that in the like 90 years since then, like you still have to take a course. Can't confirm, but
yeah. I think if this is going to be an episode about opinions, and a podcast about opinions,
yeah.
hey, welcome.
Welcome to the podcast.
I don't like riding with people who haven't taken the course. So just based on that fact alone, I think you should take the course because I would like to ride with you and I would like to not die. And those folks that have like not taken the course, but like I've been riding my whole life. I've been on dirt bikes since I was like 6 months old. Like they think that they can ride better than most people, or like that they just have a certain standard of riding.
Yeah.
And they really don't. Like they really, really don't. They think they do.
You're out of touch.
Yeah, like they think they have like this knowledge because they were on a motorcycle once when they were like 7 years old for about a year, and then never rode again. It's like
no, they already learned though.
No, I can tell by the way you're riding today, currently, that you ride like a fuckhead.
Yeah,
and like it's very not safe. So like I don't need to know your backstory to know that you can't ride worth shit.
And I also don't really have to guess. I know you didn't take a safety course.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, you can. We've talked about that. You can spot it right away, and those are some of the most dangerous people to ride with.
Yes,
because
agreed.
they think they know more than they know.
Agreed. Okay, great.
What's this app called?
What's our app called? Well,
Yeah.
we can't call it sponsored by the Salty Mother Clutchers. So what would we call a motorcycle dating app?
Maybe we'll put that out to the listeners because I can't think.
At the top of my mind, I got nothing. I love you.
I'm horny.
You're the throat goat.
I'm the throat goat, baby.
I think I've been nailing you for about 3 years.
3?
And it's like going crazy. Everyone's going fucking crazy. And then don't even like get me started on their Grammy performance. And then like, and everyone's like, that was satanic. And like the Church of Satan was like, that was so lame.
So they're like, oh, you're just so funny. That's so silly. It's like, no, pay up. This is up for grabs. There's one shot at this. One shot. And now's your chance. Yeah.
And they like just walk up to each other and shake hands and like, wow, you have a beautiful physique.
Oh my God, look at these. And they're like feeling each other up and like,
can you show me your thighs? Wow.
That's so impressive. Is it Louis Vuitton? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Is that a fashion? Is it Vuitton?
Yeah.
I have like the Louis Vuitton of vaginas.
How do you know it's not a Chanel?
Maybe it's a Chanel too. They're not the same?
No.
Which one's the better one? I definitely got the better one.
Well, we can just fucking hope it's not a Westwood.
A Westwood? No, it's not a Westwood.
It'd be like
It's not
asymmetrical and off-colored.
Okay, maybe it's a little Westwoody.
Wow.
Okay, yeah. Salty panty clutchers.
Whoa, salty panties.
After a long day of
I'm
riding.
just clutching them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
I'm into that.
You got to make that logo. Not virginity worthy.
Yeah. Not at
Not cherry poppin' worthy. Okay,
No.
so now that a few people who are listening think they might have a shot at your virginity, what age group are you looking for?
I'm not looking for an age group. I'm looking for dollar signs.